Do you struggle with balance when you're doing your strength training exercises? I get it. I do as well very often. One of the things I'll do to help improve that is I'll bring in a third point of contact. Like for instance, I'll bring in a dowel. I like to use a dowel because it provides me another additional point of contact. The other thing I'll do is I'll strength train using unilateral movements. So I'll go ahead, instead of doing a double arm chest press, I'll do a single arm chest press. Now I can stagger my feet, I can use this as support, and I can go ahead and do my single arm chest press. I can also do the same thing with rowing. I can balance here and I can do single arm rowing with the support of this. And then lastly, I love to go ahead, hold it here, drop down, and do an overhead press with the support of a dowel. The same thing can be said about doing unilateral lower body movements. Let's go ahead, put the band around our hips. And now let's go ahead and let's do a reverse lunge. And makes for very easy to keep our balance. We can put both hands out if we want and do a reverse lunge. So there's multiple ways to go ahead and use the dowel. If you're gonna do split squats, you can go ahead and do split squats that way, or turn around, load your hip, put the dowel here, and do split squats using the dowel. Now you may say, well Dave, I don't want to use the dowel because that's a crutch. Not necessarily, because by using the dowel, it's going to provide you greater balance. Greater balance allows you to recruit the correct muscles more effectively. So it's important that you're recruiting the right muscles. So keeping it in mind, using a dowel will allow you to not only recruit the right muscles, but now you still have, for instance, your lower body case, you still have a free hand, which you could load up and use a dumbbell to make sure you're building your strength even more. So there's a lot of advantages to going ahead and using a dowel to improve your strength. The other thing the dowel does is because it gives you more balance, it will allow you to widen your base of support. So now by widening my base of support, or challenging my base of support to go wider, I'm going to work on hip mobility, and that in turn is going to be a benefit to mobilizing my hips and improving my hip mobility, and all because I'm using a dowel. So don't necessarily think that the dowel is a crutch. I would highly recommend considering bringing it in and thinking about using it to improve your mobility, to improve your strength and muscle recruitment, so that you can go ahead and get stronger, get more mobile, and get more athletic and coordinated on your feet.